I'm Lorna and I'm a carrying consultant, and in this video we're going to look at a semi front wrap cross carry with a Poppins finish. So this is a really nice carry to do if you want it to look a wee bit fancier and show off two different sides of your wrap if you have a nice contrast. And it's just a nice one to do if you want to spread the weight a wee bit and you want the weight off of one shoulder but you still want that kind of all-round wrap feeling of a front wrap cross carry. So I'm using the beautiful Sakai sail in a size 7, so this is my base +1. This is beautiful. So this carry would be done from a few months old, 3-4 months, up until toddler, just because of the way the pressure is and the amount of fabric over baby and the way that it's over the legs and under the legs. But depending on the size of your baby and your body type, it would depend. So if you want any information, you can get in touch with us afterwards. So I'm going to start this off like a normal front wrap cross carry. I'm taking the middle marker in the middle of my chest. I'm going to hold it with my chin, taking my arm fully extended to hold onto that hem, bring it behind me, up and over the opposite shoulder, and then gather that fabric over. I'm gathering it all up on my shoulder nice and flat so there's no twists or folds. And then this one is going underneath, straight across my chest, and doing the same thing again. Oh. Bar. Oh God. Thank you. So hand fully extended onto that hem, behind me, up and over that opposite shoulder. Again, gather the fabric up nicely and flat on your shoulder. So now if it gets stuck on your body, we're just going to gather it up. So I'm going to find my middle marker. I'm gathering it all the way up into that wee rope, and then pull the fabric over my shoulder so it's all nice and the same width. So this rope part is not too loose and it's nice and sized. So if you still feel it's too tight, pull down from behind, it gives you more space. So for this one, depending on what side you would have your shoulder off. So for me, it's normally my right shoulder I take off and do my Poppins finish, but it'll work the same on both sides depending on you.
Mom, I'm babe. Mom.
Yes. What?
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom.
Right, you coming up here? Yeah. Wee. I'm just going to pop him in, one leg at a time because he's bigger. With a smaller child, you can gather both legs in at once. Sit him down in position, bringing that top hem up over his bum and pulling up so it goes to the back of his neck. So all the excess is under his bum into a nice straight line to his knees. Okay, and then I'm going to start tightening like a normal front wrap cross carry. Tighten my top hem first because he's a wiggler. And then gather through. So I'm pulling all the slack from behind and I'm bringing it down to under his bum and holding it in place with my hand. Okay. And then once that's tightened, I'm pinning it under my knees and do the same on the other side. So just do it hem to hem, taking your time and pulling it all from behind and tighten it down. So always try and hold under the bum and not on the bum, and this will help baby sit in position rather than if you push them here and put pressure there above their nappy line, then they're going to kick out and arch their back and straighten their legs, which ruins that seat that you've just made. Okay, so now I've got this, both parts all nice and tight. For me, I know that I want this one to come under. So I'm going to rotate my hand and hold it this way, keeping that tension, bringing it under my arm. So now it goes right horizontal right across, and I'm going to spread it out over his body. So as I'm spreading it, I'm gathering it to keep the tension. Okay. And you can take your time and make it really, really nice and smooth and perfect, but it doesn't have to be, especially if you're just practicing or just learning. So I'm spreading it out nicely on his back, and I'm going to hold it in my hand. I want to bring it underneath this vertical one. Again, trying to keep that tension at all times. And then pull it through. And once you pull it through, the friction on this vertical one is going to help hold it in place a wee bit. So I don't need to hold it as tightly. So I can take my time and smooth it out a wee bit if I need to. And then I'm going to reverse and bring it back on itself. Right across. And again, gather up to the opposite side again. So you can see how nice and simple it is. It just goes across, reverse and back again. So this one coming across is going to go over baby's leg. I'm just taking my time to smooth that all out. And the one under here is going under baby's leg. And then all I'm going to do is come around and tie it in a double knot behind me. And once you've got your knot, you can smooth it out a wee bit again if you need to. And then for me, I like it cupped on my shoulder. You can leave it flat if you like. If you want to cup your shoulder, one hand under baby's bum, lift slightly, and then cup it over your shoulder. So we can see how the one that goes across, turns and comes back again, goes over baby's leg, and the vertical one going down goes under baby's leg. So this keeps baby's legs in the same position. Otherwise you would have to, this would spread right down and maybe bring the baby's leg higher. So want us to keep them in position. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you need any extra help or have any questions, you can get in touch with the team at Clan Oscha and on the website too. And don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the tips and tricks and tutorial videos. You say bye bye?